Yo, what's good, Wine Scrounger? I'm your guide Q, and welcome to another Sad Cringe and Cringetopia video. There are gonna be a couple in here that just make you want to walk away from the entire world, so let's get into it. Alright, this was posted on the casual Ask Me Anything subreddit. I'm a very ordinary and average man who has been dating a woman who is a celebrity and famous. Ask me anything. I thought I would post on here since my situation seems unusual. My girlfriend is a celebrity and famous in her country. She has her own Wikipedia page and gets recognized off the street by her fans. I, on the other hand, am a very ordinary university graduate who is currently unemployed. We are not a typical couple. Feel free to ask me anything, but I might refrain from giving too much personal details away to protect mine and hers anonymity. And people were extremely interested in this post, and they started asking questions, and this person had to add an edit. I should add that we are in a long-distance relationship. We met online on an app and haven't met in real life yet. But we made solid plans to meet in a few weeks. I will ignore any questions or comments doubting her authenticity, as I can 100% confirm she is not a catfish or scammer. Also, I am not comfortable answering intimately explicit questions. So, I just want to let everybody know, I am wholeheartedly pulling for the idea that this person is actually in a relationship with a celebrity. But, which is more likely? You met a celebrity on an app that just wants to date a very typical unemployed guy, or somebody's trying to catfish you? I don't know, the scales are weighing in the other direction, you know? Alright, this is a TikTok, we're gonna watch it and I'll read out the captions for you guys. It's been a year since I picked up my husband from rehab for his prawn addiction. Through all the struggles of recovery, it's good to look back and see how much we have grown. Choosing to work together to heal our marriage has been challenging, but so worth it. Our marriage is not perfect, but it no longer feels like a burden. Like, on one hand, this TikTok is good, people might be going through a similar situation, and maybe this would be inspirational to them, but I feel like people on TikTok especially have just like an extreme oversharing problem. Like, anything that might be remotely interesting to others is worth sharing, even if it's like way too intimate about your life. Like, you're openly admitting that your marriage used to feel like a burden. Like, I really hope that your husband was also in on the creation of this TikTok, because I don't know, it just feels like a lot. So I don't know how it's even possible that this happened, but this is some middle school's tribute dance to 9/11. Sadly, I can't play the audio, but right now, they're all dancing to Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO, and then things progress, the tower gets hit, and everybody's paused, and then people are running around like crazy, and then they literally have two kids dress up as the Twin Towers spinning around and then eventually falling down. It is one of the most insane things I have ever fucking seen in my life. And, like, it's not like the kids came up with this on their own. There was an adult that was in charge of this and choreographed it and was probably alive when 9/11 happened. And then this part is fucking insane. But America bounced back stronger, and then they list off, like, a bunch of fucking American achievements, like the iPod and the Wii and the Xbox. Like, it's one of the most insane, this video legitimately made me want to stop watching as it was happening, so experience this.
There is a girl behind me that looks like an actual model. She's so fucking beautiful. I want to show you guys what she looks like. Hi. I want to take a video of you and show my followers because you're really beautiful and I want to show them. Is it okay?
Yeah, but like, I don't photograph well.
No, trust me, you're gonna photograph well.
Okay, but like,
I'm just gonna record you. I just want your permission. You look like an absolute, oh my god. I'm in shock.
Like, at this point, I really gotta ask, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I understand wanting to pay someone a compliment, but this is so far beyond that. You are making an entire scene on this train, and guess what? This person is pretty. I'm sure they get compliments like this on a daily basis, not to this fucking extent, though, but now they just have to, like, sit in this space and be uncomfortable, like, knowing that you're there and shit. Like, a friendship was not made here. The person who's being filmed is definitely clearly uncomfortable and probably only consented to being filmed to have you leave them the fuck alone, bro. And I can already see some of the comments like, oh, why are you raining on this person's parade? They're just excited about how beautiful this person is. Yeah, but like, what if this person has social anxiety or maybe just doesn't like being the center of attention? Now they're just stuck with a spotlight on them in this train for the rest of their ride. This is like a nightmare scenario for me. Oh, geez. This is gonna be just strap in. Please just fully secure your seatbelt. I sought out and married the most intelligent, talented woman in my social circle, like a calculated sociopath. It was the best decision of my life. I've been thinking of this post for a few weeks. It's a weird brag that I don't feel comfortable sharing with my family or friends. In 2017 autumn, I, 22, was dating a girl, Alice, who was very attractive, kind, high libido, etc. I loved her. My family and friends loved her. My college friend group, like 15 people, thought we were going to get married. There was a serial monogamist, Beth, in my friend group who was by far the most intelligent, despite being a little lazy and unreliable. As soon as she ends a relationship, someone instantly scoops her up. I greatly enjoyed talking with her, but never felt any attraction, lust, etc. towards her. She was a little arrogant, and when drunk had bragged about her 99th percentile SAT scores, despite being hungover when she took the test. She got accepted into med school, then decided not to go because she wanted a non-linear career. She had a streak of individuality that I found unattractive, which, in hindsight, is very sexist. Beth broke up with her boyfriend, and my friend group joked that she would be in another relationship very soon. For some reason, once Beth was single, I thought about my future with Alice. And what I wanted out of my future. I struggled to imagine working on our careers together, having kids together, making tough decisions, and challenging each other's beliefs with Alice. Beth was always able to critique me accurately, point out my flaws, and listened to me carefully when I had done the same for her. She had tutored me in math and had a pros/cons career discussion with me like a guidance counselor would. Alice was still supportive of me, but immature and fun in a way that's normal in your early 20s. I realized for what I wanted out of life, my future, Beth was 100% the best person for me and the only person I've been close to who fits that criteria. I broke up with Alice. I asked out Beth that same day. She refused and told me to get back together with Alice. I told her no and continued talking to Beth over the next few weeks. My friend group became fractured and some of them ditched me and continued staying friends with Alice. Beth said she didn't think I was serious and she and I were a bad match. She was somewhat right. We had little natural chemistry. After 1 to 2 months of talking with Beth and flirting with her a lot, I asked her out again and she agreed to a date. I knew I had a shot since she somehow didn't have another boyfriend. It was a mediocre date and I was mostly explaining all the ways that we were compatible like an idiot. We hooked up for the first time. It was a mediocre hookup and she asked to be a friends with benefits relationship. She said she liked the physical aspect but didn't think there was an emotional connection. I wasn't very attracted to her like Alice, but I knew our life together would be great. I wasn't very attracted to her like Alice, but I knew our life together would be great. I persisted. A few weeks later, we had gone on more dates, more hookups, and I finally got her to agree to being exclusive. She started falling for me, became deeply in love with me, and at that point, I was deeply in love with her too. We married in 2018. We had our first kid in 2019. And another is due in October. Being married to her is awesome. One, I work as a software developer and she could do my job for me and helps me solve programming problems when I need help. She probably helps me once a week with work issues and is helping me to practice to get into FANG so I can double my salary. We have one kid already, whereas all of our peers are still living the NYC life. I was somewhat bored of that life already, and we drew up a list of pros/cons and agreed that it made sense to have kids early and move to the New York City suburbs. She is a great mom and she is excited to teach our kids music. She has absolute pitch, plays piano a lot. She and my mom used to fight a lot, and now they are on good terms and my mom seriously respects her. Our intimate life was awkward, but we have trained each other and gotten more in sync so that it can be pretty great sometimes. Her parents adore me, since I'm very reliable and career-oriented. Her parents helped us buy a house and let us live with them while we searched for a house. I can still talk to her for hours. She's the type of person that's already read all the books, philosophy I've been meaning to read. She's a little wannabe professor with her own ideas and beliefs and dreams that she didn't inherit from her environment or anyone else, if that makes sense. And this all happened because I robotically calculated that she was the best marriage partner for me, and then relentlessly pursued her. We didn't have any chemistry, and even today she jokes that there was no love at first sight. We were non-romantic acquaintances for 3 years. I sort of arranged marriage myself, and it's the best thing I ever did for my personal life. This is easily one of the most pathetic things I've ever read on Reddit. Not because I think it's a real situation. If it were, it would be cringe in its own way, but this is just, in my opinion, some Redditor's power fantasy. Like, yeah, you know, I was dating like the perfect girl romantically and intimately that you could possibly ever want in your 20s, but I was just so deeply into my Sigma grind set that I sociopathically manipulated the perfect strategical option into being my new partner. Yeah, we were living the New York City life for a while, but we decided, you know, the suburbs are better. Like, it's just all like ugh. Also, just the timeline of events. Let's go back. He is with his current girlfriend in 2017 autumn. He dumps her. It takes a few months for him and Alice to actually start dating. And then sometime in 2018, they get married. So they're married in less than a year. They got a kid popped out the next year. Like, and during this, they had time to get tired of New York City life. Like, how is that even a fucking thing, bro? Like, this is just, I fucking hate it so much, and, ugh. Hey, if you're interested, I just put out a new mini acoustic emo song on my music channel. It's like 43 seconds if you want to give it a chance. Video thing on the right side of your screen, click it if you want. I'd like to give a major shout out to everyone on screen for being amazing top tier channel members. Drink some water, make sure you're skating on, and I'll see you super soon. Peace out, Cub Scouts.